I don't have money to braid my hair. I still want it to look cute. So I learned that when you put on a head wrap, it won't matter what you have underneath. You can just put on your head wrap and you can still look chic, you can still look cool, and it's such a beautiful accessory. When I started wearing them for myself, a lot of women would come up to me and be like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. Where did you buy it? How did you tie it? So I got tired of disappointing people and I decided actually I'll be the plug. I'll start selling head wraps so that whenever someone would ask me, where do you buy them from, I could simply say, oh, I sell them. So that's how I began.
Before she even walked the graduation stage, Tamia Mokoena had already made the bold decision to brave it out on her own. She didn't wait for permission or the right moment. Armed with faith, guts, and zero fear, she took the leap and never looked back.
I went straight from varsity, straight out of university. Like before I even graduated, I had a whole plan that I would not enter the rat race. What I realized pretty quickly was that I had nothing to lose now, and the older I'd get, the more responsibilities would pile on and the harder it would be. I knew from the beginning, even before I started my degree at Wits, that corporate just wouldn't be a place where I'll end up in. It was always just part of the plan of getting there. And then by the time I finished, I just realized that actually I don't have kids yet, I don't owe anybody anything yet. This is the best time to do it, because the older I'll get, like the soon as bills start coming in, I wasn't paying any rent, right? So I was like, this is the best time to do it. Now that I have no responsibilities, I have nothing to lose. I just told God, I was like, yo, please, this or nothing. I'm not going there.
Tol'Thema may look like a fashion brand, but its foundation is rooted in something deeper. From head wraps to regal dresses, Tol'Thema was born to dress queens.
Before I even knew exactly what I would sell, I knew that it would be confidence. I just couldn't figure out, how do I package this feeling into a product that someone would be able to give away their money for? We may be selling dresses and head wraps, but to the core, what we actually sell is the feeling of confidence. When we began, we were just selling crowns, right? And that would be a big part of the name, of course, because who wears crowns? Queens, okay? Women really put a lot of value in what goes on their heads, and I believe that anything that goes on a woman's head is her crown. So the name Thema means queen, and Tol is just a twang for tall. So Tol'Thema directly translated is tall queen, but not tall in height, tall in confidence, because you're crowned. Every single thing in our store I love and I wear. Like people always say, oh, like you're always wearing your crown. Sign it every day. Every single dress that's in here, it's because I love it and I wear it for myself. All of the crowns that we sell, I love them and I wear them for myself. So the creative process mainly is the fact that I always want to give something that I want, right? So like essentially I sell what I love to wear, what I'd feel good in, and I share it with everybody else. But another big thing, we have such an engaged community, right? Our customers, your Tol'Thema queens, will tell you what they want. So a lot of the times, for example, with our crowns, we started with just one design and they were just demanding for all of these different pieces. And then we give the queens what they're asking for. Okay.
The journey hasn't been an easy one, and the hardest parts weren't just logical. They were internal. Imposter syndrome, fear, doubt, she's fought them all. And for women, sometimes just being taken seriously is half the battle.
The biggest challenges were very much internal, right? The hardest thing that hit me hard was just like this imposter syndrome. First, the fear of starting it all, and then there was this feeling of like, okay, what am I doing? This is stupid. Should I post? Like, am I making a fool out of myself? Like, those are like the biggest things. Every time I'd like face a hurdle, like I would always notice that it's not necessarily that there's something stopping me, but rather like there's this fear in me, there's this doubt in me, there's this, there's something inside. I had to really like get through it through a lot of prayer, a lot of positive self-talk, a lot of educating myself, and just learning to trust myself and have faith. Trust me, a lot of the times what you think you need to start, you don't actually need it anymore, because as you get going, you tend to, things either come or you learn to do without them and eventually get them along the way. I think now that I am in business, people don't take girls seriously, y'all. I always say I'm just a girl, and I really am just a girl. Almost 100% of my staff are older than me, right? I outsource a lot of things, right? Like the biggest challenge that I faced was in like opening like the showroom. I had to work with a lot of contractors, and to a point where I had to call my husband to come talk for me. Can you just imagine how? So people don't take women seriously. That's a lesson that I'm like slowly learning. Quite painful, but like, I mean, it's also kind of a good thing because people underestimate you also, and it can work for you. A lot of the times it works against you, but it's nothing that can stop you from doing anything significant, right? Like if you're willing, where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Tol'Thema's roots are deeply woven into community. Women who've walked with her from dorm room dreams to the store she now calls home. Her rich aunties, as she calls them, wear her designs like armor, and not only have they grown with her, they're still at the heart of it all.
Those are my rich aunties, okay? They got me here. I remember there's a customer, like she came here the other day and she was like, you know, I used to collect my order from your house. And like, a lot of the people have been following me from like before I even started, while I was still sharing Get Ready With Me in my dorm room in varsity, right? Like, so like, yo, they've raised me, right? They talk about us everywhere. They wear us so proudly. They brag about us. Like, they share ideas with us. They design with us because they co-create everything that we make. So our communities are everything. Like, they're the reason why we do all of this. They're at the center of everything. I think success is growth. Success is impact, right? I always tell my team that like we're going somewhere, okay? Like, and even when I wake up every day, like I always just want to feel like I'm doing better than I was before. Even with everything that we create, we always want it to be better. We always want to be improving. We're far from perfect. I'm far from perfect. Everyone who works with me is far from perfect, but like we're all working to be better, and that makes me feel successful, knowing that actually like things are getting better slowly but surely. Like, oh, we used to we're very crappy at this, and now we're quite good at it, and that makes us feel good. That makes me feel really, really successful. And also just like purpose, right? Like you would be so shocked at how okay, I'm so shocked at the fact that like what I do makes people so happy. Like, people are so happy. Like, you should see how some people just smile walking in, how they smile on their face when they try on their hijabs for the first time. Like, what we do here at Tol'Thema it's impactful. It has purpose. Like, and I genuinely feel that I was called for this, so that makes me feel pretty successful.
Tamia is proof you don't need to be the chosen one to make magic. She doesn't claim to be extraordinary, but that's the point. You don't have to be. Tamia believes in the power of starting exactly where you are, using what you have, and learning along the way, because
girls can do big things, Sana. Not just any girls, but normal girls. Like, there's no one as normal as I am. I was just average girl. I'd always look at people doing things. I'm like, oh my God, they're so blessed. They're so talented, right? And the fact that like I could do this, and I'm really just a girl, okay? No talent, no extraordinary things, just me. That means that anybody can do it. Like, I can now purely like testify and proclaim anyone can do anything. And so if I can do it, so can you. Just start. I think it's so basic, right? Like, it's so basic and it's so cliche, but like it literally is the best, because start with where you are, with exactly what you have, because I think we all have a tendency to wait, but there's in everything that you do. And unfortunately, things don't get done that way. You don't learn that way. You don't grow that way. So just start. And very, very importantly, learn how to learn. Like, the ability to learn is like the most crucial, and it'll take you so far, because there's so much that you don't know that you need to know, and even once you know, then more things will come in, and you can never ever get away with just saying, oh, I don't know how.
Tamia Mokoena is minding her business and creating a space for women to feel seen, celebrated, and strong. This is what it looks like when purpose meets power, when confidence is stitched into every thread, and when a woman dares to dream and then delivers. Be enriched, be empowered, be elevated. Join the movement only on Beyond Her Cover.